Hello, Robbie Susan Chandler here from RobbieSusanCardsandCrafts.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator who lives in Quincy, Florida, right outside Tallahassee, Florida. And I hold classes in my home, so if you live in the area, I'd love for you to come join us sometime. I generally hold two sessions of classes. Let me rephrase that. I hold classes every 2 weeks and hold about 3 classes for the week, and then I skip a couple of weeks and hold another class. So I have classes going on most of the time here. But today I'm here to share this beautiful card with you made with the Happy Hibiscus bundle. This is a really pretty bundle and I think you would enjoy it. And it's an online exclusive, so you're not going to find it in a catalog. So let me move this out of the way and let's get started on this card. First of all, you need your card base. And this card, oh, I didn't show you the inside. Here's the inside on this one. Hope you have the best day ever. And I put the little hibiscus stamp down there. So our card base is the thick white. And like I said before, I love to use the thick basic white because it gives a much sturdier card base than the the regular basic white does. So this is your base, and here's my little tag over here. It's 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. And I already have stamped the inside, and this is done in Versamark, and I used gold embossing powder. So this is our base. Let me pull my bone folder over here. Now notice I've got all my tools in this nifty little tool caddy. This is something I'm selling now for $22, which includes postage. It looks like this, and I'll have a variety of colors, but all these little holes hold your tools. And whenever I move them from one area to another, I just pick my little box up and go to that table or wherever I need to go, and everything's there. I don't have to keep running back and forth. Alright, so let's get back to the card. And if you're interested in one of these, just send me a comment down below the video, and I'll get back with you about it. Alright, so here's our card base. Let me put that back in my little slot over there. See, it just fits perfectly right down in that slot. Now the next layer, this piece is actually this set of cards, and it's called Brush Gold Cards and Envelopes, and the card bases look like this, and you would fold them in half and use it like that. But to me, this is a waste. This is so pretty, so I just took it and cut it to 4 by 5 1/4, and that way I got 2 cards out of one. That does have a lovely envelope in the kit if you want to use the envelopes. Okay, so I took that piece. Like I said, it's 4 by 5 1/4, and I embossed it with the Happy Hibiscus embossing folder, and that's where you see this beautiful design here. Isn't that gorgeous? And I like the way the gold on this side really picked up the design. So that's our first layer, and let's just go ahead and pop it down here. Let me pull out my glue, and we'll just pop the first layer down. Now this folder is one of the hybrid 3D embossing folders, and I'll show you in a minute what that means when I say hybrid. Okay, so we've got that layer down, and I used some gold. Let me find my right. Here's one. I used some gold twine. See right here to go behind there. So let's just go ahead and stick it down, and I'm going to use. Sometimes this stuff can be a little aggravating to work with, and I'm trying to hide it behind my flowers when I put them down. So let's hope I get it in the right place. Let's get another loop up there. I wanted most of my loops to be above my flowers. All right, where's the end? Oh, there it is. Okay, let me stick that one down too. All right, I think that'll hold it until I start putting the flowers down on it. So we'll just leave that as is. And I'm going to set that to the side. All right, let's talk about the flowers. Now, this folder, you can use 2 ways. This is one way where you put your die in. Turn it over. You put your die in, and then you put your paper on it, and you run it through. And it embosses and cuts at the same time. So see, here's the embossed flowers. And see, they just pop right out of there like that. And these are pretty, and I like them. And you could put brush some color over them. But I decided I wanted mine gold. You see the difference, how much more personality the gold ones have than these. So let me show you how I did that. Let me move all this out of the way. All right, we will come back to this folder. So the first thing I did was I took the stamp set, and it's called Happy Hibiscus. And by the way, the inside, the happy birthday was from Country Birdhouse, and the happy birthday, all my sentiments were from Country Birdhouse. All right, so I stamped this group of flowers, and they stamp as a group of 3. And I'll show you over here. I've already cut these out, but I want to show you. We stamped them on a piece of basic white in Versamark and embossed them with gold embossing powder. And that's what they look like. Now, isn't that much? That's prettier. And then we just took it over to the cut and emboss machine and just cut these out with a die. So then we had our flowers cut out, but they were flat. Had no personality, just flat. And it's like, nope, that won't do. So I went back to the embossing folder and I tried to figure out how I could emboss these. Well, first I thought, no, I'll just lay them on here and see if they'll stay, and emboss them that way. You know, here's one, let's see, this one was here, and this one was here, and this one was here. So, well, I could do that and just close it up and emboss it. And that did kind of work. It was a little bit hard to keep them straight. But the other idea we had was just to tape this piece. I've got it backwards, here we go. To tape this piece down. Let me move these out of the way. So we just matched them up. Since we had a template, kind of taped it down, laid our flowers in the holes, and then we ran it through. So, say we closed it up, ran it through, and now you see the texture here. It's got some personality there, and they're not so flat. So that's one way to do it. You can stamp them, and then cut them, and then emboss them. Okay, so we've got our flowers done now. Let's go ahead and put them on the front. So I'm going to start with this one, and I have my backings on. Let's see if I can get these arranged where I want them. Let's try this one right here. Make sure I'm in the camera. And then let's do our bigger one. This should help to really hold down our twine. Yeah, nice. I like that right there. And then up here in this little empty hole, let's stick the smaller one. Just kind of let him be peeking out from right there. All right, so there's our flowers. And you noticed I put a little gem, and these were called the gilded gems. I felt like this flower needed something in the middle. The others kind of had centers, but that one didn't. All right, I cut some, by the way, this is the die set for the Happy Hibiscus, and this is a set that this one came out of, but it also has these 2 gorgeous leaves in it. So these are the leaves I use. Let me stick some dimensionals on the back of them and see. I know right where my dimensionals are. They're right here in the back slot. Didn't have to run to another table to try to find them, which is usually what I'm doing. Okay, I need a small one there. Let's put one right there. Okay, and I'll just pop it back in there. All right, so let's put this one, let it peek out from down here. All right, and then let's put this one over here. I think I'm going to pop it right there in that hole. On this one I have it sticking more out here, but I like it better I think up here. All right, so those are those dies. And then the sentiment, I actually used the die from Delicate Forest, and it looks like this. And where's my sentiment? Oh, I didn't bring it over. Well, I'm not going to worry about the sentiment right now. So that's what this looks like. I know I had it. Isn't that just luck? You get over here and you think you have everything. Oh, I did want to show you this paper. This paper was what I use the leaves for, and this is a Seasons of Elegance paper. And I like the green and the gold mixed together, and I thought it made really pretty leaves. So anyway, I guess I won't put cinnamon on today, but that's okay. And I did, you notice right here, cut it off on the edge so it would fit down here. So here's our card. I hope you like it. I think it's really pretty. You know, it's really kind of several occasions. You could make it for an anniversary, a wedding, birthday. Any of those would do. Anyway, I hope you like this card and give it a try. Please like my videos, subscribe to my channel. If you need a demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. And for the month of January and February, we have a joining special going on. It's a pretty good deal. One of the offerings is for $99 plus tax. You can get $155 in any product that you would like to have. So I'd love for you to join my team. So until next time, happy crafting.